Well, the situation for the Golden Knights goalkeeper has been strange, with one going down after another with injuries just a month into the season. But what would happen if two goalies went down in the same game? Ron Futrell is here with the latest edition of Icebreakers, and he has an answer for us tonight. Ron.
Yeah, Chris, the Knights don't want to think about this possibility because the NHL teams, they have only two goalies on the roster. So what would happen in the extreme case two goalies go down with injuries in the same game? Well, teams are required to have an emergency goalkeeper, basically a number 3 guy with some experience. He could be sitting in the stands, and they would jump in the game, gear up at a moment's notice.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres have used a front office staff member as their emergency goalie. The Anaheim Ducks, a locker room attendant. The Florida Panthers used former NHL goalie Rob Tallis, 15 years removed from the league. The Boston Bruins even used Bob Essensa, their goalie consultant, 30 years removed from the league. And years ago in Las Vegas, the Thunder and Wranglers used, well, see if you recognize it.
Chris McSorley was the coach of the Thunder at the time back in the 90s, and I had sung the national anthem a couple of times for the team, for the games, and I got to talking to Chris at one point, and I said, hey, if you need a goalie, let me know for practice, and they started using me for practice on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah, Jay White, Las Vegas's favorite Neil Diamond impersonator, was born in Canada, so he was a hockey player long before he thought about being on stage. Now, he keeps in shape by playing in adult leagues here in town. He's got all the equipment, custom helmet and all.
Now I've got the jazz singer on this side, Neil Diamond, and then Wranglers and Thunder are both represented on the top of the mask here.
Sweet golden nights. Good times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. Yeah, go Knights.
Okay, there you go. Now, White dressed for the Thunder and the Wranglers back in the day. They never needed him. The Golden Knights use Alex Burke, a guy who also plays adult hockey leagues here in town. He's there with his equipment, getting set for every game, Chris.
All right, thank you very much, Ron. It's a good thing you didn't sing.
No.
Hey, so far the Knights have not had to go with their emergency goalie. Let's hope they never have to use that guy. They'd be in some big-time trouble.